Once upon a time, a long time ago, the Midrash tells us, there was a king, a rich and powerful king who had many, many possessions, but he particularly paid attention to his flocks. He loved to think about the sheep out there in the pasture. And so he would ask for regular updates as to the situation of his flock. One time, the shepherd came in to him and said, something really strange has been happening with the flock. A deer has joined the flock of sheep. A deer who could run wild, completely free, has decided instead to become part of this flock, to go out with the flock and to come back in the evening with the flock, to lead a relatively restricted and bounded life. The king thought for a moment, and he said to the shepherd, I want you to pay particular attention to that deer. I want you to be sure that the deer is always in the best part of the pasture land. I want to be sure that the deer always has clean water to drink. And when you bring the flock in at night, I want to be sure that that deer gets a good resting place. Why? Asked the shepherd. Because, the king said, the deer has chosen voluntarily to join that flock. And the flock, the sheep, they had no choice. And so it is with the King of Kings, with God, who asks us to pay particular attention to the deer, to the convert, to the ger, who chooses voluntarily to join the people Israel. And so we learn in the book of Ruth, which is read on Shavuot, as Ruth says to Naomi, wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you seek shelter, I will seek shelter. Your people, my people, and your God, my God.